hopeless. How did you feel while you were trying?
Really strange, actually. I felt like I was using a part of me that wasn't used to functioning, and I've just recently started juggling.
Oh, really?
And
yes.
I have a real problem with using my left hand.
Oh, interesting. Because what people usually say is that if you use your non-preferred area in the psychological sense, then it's very hard work because you haven't got the same degree of control as you have in the other areas. So to achieve a sort of given result, you have to work much harder. And usually it feels very awkward. It doesn't feel comfortable at all. But if you persist, you get better. And normally with the handedness, you don't use your left hand unless you break your right wrist or something. But in the psychological area, you do have to use it, or quite a lot of the time. But you should be able to improve, But nonetheless, there is this preference. That's the idea, anyway. Okay, so that's the idea of preference. Now, there's one preference on each of the 4 dimensions, and that means that there are 16 different preference combinations that are possible. The other thing about it is that although we have to look at, in order to discover the preference, we have to look at each dimension as a discrete entity. Once you've found the preferences, they actually have a dynamic relationship with each other. And the description, which I'll give you, allows for that. And also, when we've worked out the best fit preference, I'll explain a bit more about how the dynamic relationship works. Okay. Right. So that's the end of the overview. So shall we start trying to work out what the preferences are? Now the first dimension is extrovert and introvert. Can you write on this extrovert on the left hand end where the dots are and introvert on